Hello, thanks for watching this. If you are watching, you want to know a little bit more about how to use Right Now Media. You should have an email in your inbox from Tuesday, the 24th in the afternoon, roughly 3 o'clock. The email was supposed to go out. If you do not see that email, do look in your spam folder. My wife had trouble finding her email, and it was, she has a Gmail, and it was in an inbox she has for promotions. I guess Google kind of sorts through the stuff that comes into your inbox, and they saw it as a promotion, so they put it in a separate folder labeled promotion. So she didn't even see it in her inbox. She had to find it. So just wanted to let you know that this resource is incredible, and I'm really excited to share more of it with you. My hope is whether you lead a group or you're just an individual that wants to use it, or maybe you're a grandparent or a parent, there's a little bit of something for everybody in here. Actually, there's a lot of bit of something for everybody in here. So let's begin. What I'm going to do real quick is sorry, I should have logged out before I came in. Then let me share the screen with you. Okay. So you're going to type in rightnowmedia.org, and it's going to pull up this page. Actually, let me rewind. If you've not created your login yet, you need to go to that email and create your login before you have access to this. So they have a sample of things up here, but you need to create your account through Right Now Media. Once you've done that and you go to rightnowmedia.org, you go to the top right, click login, you put in your password and email, and you click login, and it'll pull up, it'll look like the same page you just saw, but you now have more access than just going to their main page. So there is an overwhelming amount of resources in here. It's really exciting. I spent a lot of time going over this the last couple days, and we wanted to help simplify the overwhelmed feeling that you may feel. So I want you to, if you can see my cursor here, I want you to go down to the left side, and you're going to see the name of our church, True Hope Church. You're going to click on that, and it's going to pull up our page. Now, because I'm an administrator on this, it has an option for us to add an additional channel, which I'll show you what channels we have here in our website for you. So Melinda at Downtown and Christiana at Collister put together a list of recommendations for early childhood content and videos for kids, and then a elementary age content for kids. So these all have episodes in here. And for those of you who are starting to exhaust what you can watch on Netflix and Disney Plus, not only will this be better content for your kids, but you'll have a lot of it to consume with them, and it'll help point them back to Jesus, which is even better. So let's say, you know what I used to watch, it's been a long time and I haven't even clicked in yet. Let's say you're going to show your elementary kids Adventures in Odyssey. I remember this when I was little. So you're going to scroll in here, and you're going to see that for this one, there's one episode, but there should be more like-minded Adventures in Odyssey stuff. As you scroll down, you'll see more stories in here, so you can watch those as well. So let me go back up. I wanted to show you something a little bit different. Click back. So let's look at Superbook. Let's check that one out. So I'm going to click on this, and let's say you pull it up, and you want to watch this with your kid or your grandkid, but you don't have the time to watch it now. You can either go back to our page at some point, but the other option is you can click Add to Queue. So I'm going to click Add this to our queue, and I'm going to show you how to find that later. Add to queue is kind of like if you've ever used Netflix, it's like your watch list, or Hulu, I think, has a similar, I forget what they call it in Hulu, but kind of your watch list. So I'm going to click Add to Queue, and I'll show you where to find that later. But look at this. This series has all these stories about Tower of Babel and the birth of John the Baptist, David and Saul, Nehemiah, Lazarus, King Solomon. So I'm just going to click on the King Solomon episode, and it's going to pull it up for you and your kids to watch. So I'm going to fast forward through a little bit because I think they start out modern day and then they go back into time here. So
this exhibition of his life's work is looking and running perfectly. I am so on this. Okay, people, we've got less than 15 minutes. Make sure everything looks great. Go.
all right. So at some point they do get to Solomon here. There we go.
That's my guests.
So you've got this whole story and a bunch of episodes for your kids to watch. Now, what's great for your TV is, look, you can connect Right Now Media to your Apple TV, to Fire Stick through Amazon, and through Roku as well, and through Android. I'm not exactly sure how that works, connecting Android to your TV, but I'm somewhat familiar with Apple Fire TV and Roku. So you will be able to put this onto your TV and not just on your phone, which there is an app on your phone for it as well. So there's a lot of great stuff here for you and your kids. Okay, let me go back to the main page. So in addition to Christiana and Melinda putting content on here, we have our online streams here for you to review as well. We've got staff picks from the staff that are some recommendations that we, oops, sorry, not mean to do that. Some staff recommendations, and then True Hope parenting resources here for you. Our youth are going to add some more resources here shortly for you to check out. So that will get stocked up here soon. And then Faith, Fear, Sovereignty of God. There's some great resources here. And I just wanted to point out a couple that I found really, one was really powerful. There's a resilience study that I thought was really good. Watched a little bit of that. And then there's one on anxiety. It's like almost like a documentary. And it's actually a whole series on mental health. So depression, bipolar, suicide, PTSD, eating disorders. There's a lot there. But I want to show you a clip from the anxiety one.
Want to hear the prettiest chord ever?
So it starts out, this guy's just, you're kind of getting introduced to his life, and he goes on to talk about his anxiety.
Anxious spot in my life. Thought everything was going to be okay. It was just another hard morning. The feelings of hopelessness and fear and the silence kind of consumed, and slowly I became debilitated.
So it's a really, really powerful and inspirational video. If you at times struggle with anxiety or know someone who does, I really would encourage you to share this with them. Very, very powerful. So let's go back up and let's find our queue. So I told you to click on adding something to your queue. I want to show you where you can find that. When you go up to your profile here, again, you may not have as many options as I do from an admin account perspective, but on here you click My Queue, and it should pull up. It should probably down at the bottom here. It pulls up that Superbook series that we were talking about earlier. And let's say you want to remove something from your queue, you click X, and it'll take it out. But I have a couple other studies here that I wanted to review before we add them to our channel, but some really exciting things. So, okay. If you are not a group leader, you don't have to stay on at this point. I just want to talk to our group leaders. Oh, real quick, down at the bottom, we put some really cool documentaries down there that I think you would enjoy. So definitely check those out. Okay, group leaders. We have group studies here that we want to encourage you to, and there's some really great content. So let's say we're going to go through the book of James with Francis Chan. You can click on that. And not every study is this way, but if you look here, look at Leader's Guide and Participant Handouts. If you click download, okay, so it's going to pull up a download, and it actually is pulling it up in a folder. But here's the James study. I don't even know if you can see that or if you can just see my web browser. But anyways, I was able to download, let me stop here real quick, stop share. Hello again, let me screen share again. And I was able to download the James 1 study. So this is something that you guys can utilize with your group. Not every study has a free download. Some of them direct you to a website to buy the study. But again, it's a very powerful resource that you can use to share with your church family. Okay, So let's go back to Right Now Media. We're back in this Francis Chan study. I'm going to click on week 3, and you can get started by watching this. And if you use Zoom, like I'm using right now to record this message, you can share the screen. If your whole group is on here, you can watch this together online. But I have a better alternative that I'll share with you in a minute.
Difficulties, then trials so much easier. If we're busy about the mission of God, it's a lot easier to forget about our temptations when we're focused on the mission itself.
So again, great content, and I really want to encourage you to utilize it with your group. So lastly, for group leaders, you may have limitations on using Zoom because the free version only gives you 45 minutes to an hour. I understand they extended their time due to the coronavirus, but I would really encourage your group to get on here, help your group members get logged in. So that way, if you are going to go through this study on James, like, Francis Chan's talking about here, you can actually have everybody watch it before they come to group. That's like their homework that week, is to watch the video. And then you can use the discussions questions when you get together. So that's all for now on Right Now Media. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty intuitive, but if you do have questions, let us know. If you haven't gotten that email and you've looked in your spam, any other filters that you have in your inbox, do let us know and we'll send you another invite and get you all lined up for that. Hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.